What's up, y'all? I am back with Tyler Perry Zatima, season 3, episode 20 to die for. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button to be notified on every video that I drop. All right? All right. So, of course, this is the season finale. So this is it, y'all, until season 4 comes back. We don't know when we gonna get it, but just know we gonna get it. Because we need to know what happened in the end. So the episode picks back up with Fatima yelling, "What the fuck's going on?" Zach get up and he was like, "Huh?" He confused. I'm confused. And then we see the woman turn around and it's Leslie. "I'm sorry, Fatima. I'm sorry. She tells Leslie to get out of her bed. She was like, "Baby, I will unalive you." And Leslie apologizes to her. And she leaves out. She runs out. She was like, so Zach said, I'm sorry, y'all. Zach said, "I thought that was her." He was like, "I thought that was you." She was like, "Why would you think that was me?" And he was like, "I mean, the cupcakes ain't caking. You know, her cupcakes ain't as big as Fatima cupcakes, but she got a little cake back there or whatever." And I was like, okay. So Fatima tells Zach she is crazy, and in that moment, they are both reminded that they came a long way, because the earlier Fatima would have got a gun and would have shot at her, and Fatima had to kind of woosah. So she was like, I'ma handle it. And so, what I would like to say is, somebody asked, how did she get in the house? First of all, y'all, I did not see y'all take that spare key away from her in the last episode. I mean, in the last 2 episodes. So that's probably how she got in the house. You might want to consider changing your locks. That's just a suggestion. I don't know. So she goes downstairs to make sure Leslie is out of the house. So Zach was like, "Well, let me go check." She was like, "No, you need to walk." She looked at him. He was like, "All right, I'll wash the sheets. You go downstairs to see if she left the building." So, y'all, we get to Auntie Gladys' funeral. All right? We get to Auntie Gladys' funeral. It's been a long time coming. She was a mean old heifer. But I'm going to let her have it, because it was some drugs that had her mean. All that little coquiana had her mean as a snake. So the pastor's doing a eulogy, and he talked about, people wanting to be clean. He said, God can meet you at your want. And I was like, my God, you better preach. And so, y'all, the choir started singing. They almost took me out. I was like, "Lord, don't take my Auntie Gladys." But I had to, show some decorum, because, I'm sitting with my family at the funeral. All right. So in comes Jeremiah. He shows up high AF. All right. High as a kite. And I was just wondering, why is Melinda at this funeral? Why? Like, I guess you should have threw her in the casket. Okay. So Jeremiah come in being disruptive, asking, "Why is the casket closed?" I was like, did you pay for anything? You tried to pay for it, but you tried to pay for it by stealing Fatima watch. Okay? He was just very disruptive. He came in there looking a mess. Clothes all, his shirt outside of his pants. Got that big old bandage. Big bandage around his face. He got a hat. Obviously, the hat can't fit because the bandage is on his head. And I was just really flabbergasted I wasn't surprised by Jeremiah's attitude. So Fatima was like, "Okay, let's go outside." He trying to make Jeremiah start to make a little scene. Zach just sat there. He was like, "Fatima." And, it was just a whole, that Tyler Perry back and forth banter. Now, I will say this. Jeremiah is really acting this part, his acting chops. So I had a follower that actually told me in one of the comments, and shout out to that follower, said that he was really on drugs. Like, this is Jeremiah's real story, y'all. So for him to actually play out the story is is a lot. It's powerful, and I wonder how that truly made him feel. So actually being in that character. So I didn't know that. Anyway, thank you for telling me that. So Tony and Nate finally takes Jeremiah. He agrees to go outside, and Angela was like, Bryce, get up and go help. And Bryce was like, girl, please. And so he didn't say that, but I'm saying that. So Fatima get outside, talk some sense into Jeremiah. He decided to come in there and calm down for now. And then Fatima goes and do her solo. She does beautifully. And then let me say this. Nathan I just don't like Nathan, okay? Nathan was extremely negative. I need him to grow up. Nathan needs to grow up. You need to grow up. Sorry. So the pastor was like, well, we'll have expression of words from one of the sons. But Jeremiah was like, one of the sons, so I can't talk for my mama. I can't talk about my mama. So the pastor was like, you're not finna do none of this in my house in the state that you in. You gonna sit here, eat your salad, and listen to these words of expression, or you can roll. He ain't say all that, but that's what I'm saying that they should have said. All right? So Jeremiah kept saying, you wrong for what you did to my mama. Baby, what did that pastor do? And why we not talking about that? You wrong for what you made my mama do. My mama came in here and my mama prayed. So, sir, we like to know, what did you do to Miss Gladys? Because maybe that was her turn of events. I don't know. Did you pimp her out, pastor? What did you do? We need to know. Y'all ain't gonna stress me out. So he was like, my mama used to ask me to dance, and I used to do this one dance for my mama. I was like, Tyler, listen, if y'all not a TV movie person, that dance came from Jungle Fever, right? So it was the scene where Gator, he was Wesley Snipes' brother. Gator was played by Samuel L. Jackson, and he was on crack. And y'all know in real life, Samuel L. Jackson used to be on drugs. I did not know that, but I found that out some time ago. And he played the crackhead brother. And so he came in the house. The daddy was gone because he knew with that daddy being there, that daddy was a pastor, that Gator could not come to that house as long as that daddy was in there. And so the dad was gone. He went somewhere. He was coming back. And so his mama let him in. And he was like asking his mama for some money. And he was doing that little dance like that. And so the daddy came in. You know, he told him to leave. He didn't want to leave. He kept walking up to the daddy like that. And the daddy pop. And that was it. That's all I want to say. Tyler Perry always have a movie in some of his TV shows, especially in his Tyler Perry movies and the Madea movies. It's always something, some type of movie scene, especially Color Purple. If you know Tyler Perry, you know he'll pick a movie and put it somewhere. So I was like, okay. I immediately noticed that. Anyway, so Fatima goes upstairs. Zach is upstairs. Everybody's downstairs. I don't think he knew that people were down there. But she asked him, you know, if he was okay. She was like, I know that this is a crazy question, but I just want to know if you're okay. And so I thought Zach was all over the place. But funny, Zach actually says that he should feel bad, but he doesn't. And he said that he'll talk to Dr. Reed on Monday about it. Zach says he don't feel bad or sad. Basically, he just feels relieved because he used to worry about Gladys so much. Where is she? You know, what's going on with her? And now it's easy to know where she is because she's no longer here anymore. So, y'all wasn't mad at that. I wasn't mad at that. Even the way when he sat there, he didn't cry. He just was trying to feel his feels, and I was here for it. So I would like to point out that I love how far Zach and Fatima has come. They're seeming to be in a good place, but every time they get in a good place, Tyler always writes something negative. And this season ain't nothing different. So, she tells him that Zach is downstairs, and she was like, do you find Preston a little intrusive? And so he was like, yeah. And she was like, he always stopping by unannounced. He always just coming in, just showing up, just sitting outside. It must be a white people thing. It was cute. It was funny. But they really know that Preston mean well. So Deja come in. Girl, why are you in this lady house, right? So you flirting with this man. This is a whole repass. And you talking about you ain't never ride nothing. It's been a long time since you rode something. He was like, you got cowboy boots. She was like, I ain't got no cowboy boots, but I got some stilettos pumps in the club. So she got his number. I hope he got all his shots. I hope he is spayed and neutered, because we don't know what we don't know about Deja. All right, and that's all I'm gonna say. So Connie talks to Zach, and then they have that little banter. Fatima comes over, and y'all, I think this little scene aggravated me because Connie really was trying to be nice, and Fatima gets in these moments where I feel like sometimes she is still kind of leery of Connie, and yeah, I get it, but there's that it feels like a level of insecurity. Like, you're not like that with everybody else, but when it comes to Connie, but that's probably because she knew the feelings Zach used to have for her. But again, that was a long time ago. Even with the comment she made while her and Zach was upstairs, she made that comment about Connie being, I guess, less than. I was just like, girl, I guess, Fatima. So we did not know that Belinda and Nathan was together. She said it's complicated, ma'am. He is married. He don't have no job. It's a lot of complication going on. You look stupid and he is stupid. So last part, Jeremiah runs into the house. A group of men come waltzing in, and he goes to hide. So the men come in. They were like, "Where that nigga at?" Yada yada yada. Zach was like, "I need y'all to leave my house." So he was like, basically we ain't leaving till we see Jeremiah. So he looked over at Fatima. Fatima looked at him. She touched her stomach and was like, be at peace. So he was like, I'm just asking y'all nicely to leave. And so Nathan was like, yeah, we need y'all to leave. Started piping up just a little bit, not too much. And then Tony said, asked them to leave too. And so he was like, all right. He started smiling. He told Zach, he said, I'm still looking for him. I'm going to get him. Zach ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing. They was getting ready to go. And out come Jeremiah. And he goes to swinging. And so everything is just, all hell is breaking loose at this point. Everybody fighting. Y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. But the one thing I noticed in this fight, how the dude with the dreadlocks and Preston was fighting. So Preston kept hitting him in the stomach. And then, like, he finally took out his gun. It was insane. It was how it happened. I said that was this was some terrible acting at this point, if I ever seen it, because it seemed like the dude didn't even feel Preston punching on him. It was just insane. So shots was fired. Zach turns to Fatima. Everything slows down, and he says, Fatima. And she was standing up behind the thing, and now she's down. So I don't know if she ducked or she got hit. Anyway, we don't know what happened. This is where the season ended. Not only are we praying for Connie, right? Because her story not finished. I just hope that Tyler don't just throw her off and then the next season she not on there. No, we need to be really character developing Connie, even though she's in her. She never even said what stage she was in. We just assume because they say she don't have long to live or fourth stage, we need somebody to come and pay for this and get her some aggressive treatment and get her into remission. Okay, not only that, we need to be pulling through for Zatima, because we know we don't need our girl to get pow and our girl is carrying her baby. So how is that going to play out in Sisters? We need to know. We need to know. Anyway, that is it on that. So the next one y'all gonna get is The Family Business. It's 2 episodes, but I'm only gonna drop one, y'all, because I got 2 more after that. So I'm gonna drop that one. I'm gonna do Wags to Riches and 1 episode of that and 1 episode of Harlem. I'm not sure how many that dropped on each, but I'll just update y'all, and hopefully I'll get the other episodes to y'all sometime this week. But I am done. I hope y'all like my full season of Zatima. Let me know. Drop it down in the comments. I thank y'all, and we gonna move on to another show. So I see y'all.